Belén.
Hi.
From Conductor, right?
Yep.
From the UK, but the company that prepared launched a big transmedia campaign for the Game of Thrones in Spain. And as you said, it's called 19 Reinos.
Yep.
19 Kingdoms. Just very short for the audience online. What is it? How long did it take? And how many participants or players have you managed to attract?
Okay, so 19 Kingdoms was an experience for Game of Thrones fans. It consisted of a story world that participants could explore, and basically they had to choose a family from Game of Thrones and a territory from Spain to defend. So there were Twitter battles, and they had to conquer different territories and fight to sit down on the Iron Throne. It lasted for 3 months, and it engaged more than 5,000 players.
That's quite a big statistical operation going on behind the screen, so to speak. How long did it take you as a team to prepare for this 3-month experience?
Well, it took not as much as we have liked, because we had time pressure, because the season was going to launch in April, and we started to prepare everything on February. So we got the approval on February, so we had like 1 month and a half to have everything in place.
And also, you mentioned that you have some theater background, and part of what you did involved live events. And I would like to know how your theater background influenced the nature of your transmedia experience.
It influenced it completely. I mean, I just tried to have as many live events as possible, as I thought that a direct engagement with the audience, it's always something that makes an impact on each individual, and it's something that word of mouth is going to expand. But I thought that it was necessary to not to keep an online experience, but also make it real by little contacts with little actors through the whole experience.
And then when I listened to you and when I listened to what transmedia storytelling is about, what popped into my mind instantaneously was ARG games, alternate reality games. And in the 90s, there was the ARG game, The Beast, that promoted Spielberg's AI artificial intelligence film. So I had the feeling that although the name might have changed for some reason to transmedia, there is a big correlation. And also on one of your slides, or on a couple of your slides, I saw the word players, right? So the transmedia storytelling experience that you offered was actually a game, or was it?
Yeah, I mean, it drinks a lot from ARGs, definitely. The idea is that ARGs are played by the sake of it, because you enjoy them and that's it. And they have some ideas of this is not a game, and it creates a very close community. And it's about taking an ARG and using it for something else. So it's, in this case, it was used for entertainment purposes. It can be used for marketing. So it takes that idea from an ARG and makes it like less of for an elite, and makes it more like mainstream on my ideas. And it's a player, because we're talking not for a passive audience anymore. We're talking for players. We're looking for people who play, people who act, people who perform. So yeah, definitely it has a massive influence in what it's coming.
Mm-hmm. And my last observation and the question related to it would be about what you said, what you named blending of the worlds. And while blending the worlds, the virtual and the real, if you like, I also had the impression that I saw really strong gamification elements, and gamification is another big marketing buzzword these days. So what gamification elements did you use in the 19 Reinos?
Well, about that virtual and reality that you mentioned, before we were talking about, the buzzword was virtual reality, And now what we are moving forward is to real virtuality, that's what we were talking about, the blending of the worlds. And in this specific case, we used gamification in different aspects, in using badges, using attributes, health points, defense points. We used inventory items. These were little ideas taken from games, but the main objective was to offer a personalized experience. So it's easy to relate to games because it's something that we all know, but we just try to drag elements from that, elements from filmmaking, elements from other strategy games, so we could just make an experience that not only had gamification, but had only other elements to explore.
And I think what you've just said right now summarizes the 19 Kingdoms quite nicely. So it's a big project, a big transmedia storytelling world that combines gamification, ARG, social media, live events, performance, basically everything, and big data behind the screen.
That was the idea, yeah.
Thank you, Belén, and enjoy Filmteractive 214.
Thank you very much.